I have some animation Cels.
Animation Cels?
Yeah.
Like from the cartoon?
From cartoons.
He's the guy who played in Cheyenne, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it was one of the classic 1950s Western shows. It says chest 45, sleeve 19 and a half.
It's celebrating Bugs Bunny's 50th birthday. It was signed by Friz Freeling, the animator.
Rick's pacing like a man with a secret. Why? He bought a 1957 Chevy as a surprise birthday gift for the old man, and it's still not finished. The pressure's on, and with a party just days away, Rick is sweating bullets, and that's before the next customer even walks in.
We have Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones. Now on this,
Hey, Fat Albert.
Enter the pistol ring. Yep, a literal gun disguised as jewelry. The guy's asking $9,000 and Rick loses it. I've only ever seen these in books. This isn't a gimmick. It's a 6-shot late 1800s French-made Imperial Protector. Chumlee would definitely shoot himself just putting it on.
I'm here to sell my ring pistol today.
Ring pistol.
Yep.
Rick brings in his gun guy, Tony, who confirms it's real, rare, and dangerous in a James Bond kind of way. But the price? Oof. Estimated value. 4K, 6Ks. The seller holds firm at $8,500. Rick goes up to $7,000, but it's a no-go. The coolest gun Rick's ever seen walks right out the door.
Ring gun.
Usually the guys will call me down here if they get something rare and obscure. I've been around guns my whole life.
Next up, an older gentleman walks in with what looks like a Viking coffee urn. Plot twist, it's a ship's binnacle, aka a compass housing from the early 1900s. The seller says his son got it for $10 at a garage sale. Rick immediately perks up like a pirate sniffing gold.
I have an item here I'd like to sell. It's a binnacle. That's a fancy word for a compass that goes on a ship.
They haggle, hardcore. Seller starts at $500, Rick drops $300. They bounce back and forth like a paddle ball until they land at $425s. Not bad for a $10 find. Someone's grandkid just scored an early college fund deposit.
How much did you want for it?
Well, I was thinking 5.
I'm thinking like $300.
Meanwhile, Rick's secretly scheming the old man's surprise party. But first, he ropes Corey and Chumlee into planning it. Naturally, Chum suggests strippers. Rick shuts that down faster than a fake Rolex deal.
Earlier, I checked in with my buddies Rick, Dale, and Danny to see how my birthday present is coming along for the old man.
Back to the pistol ring. Rick wants it so bad he almost goes over budget. But with the seller locked at $8,500, Rick finally folds. It sucks, he mutters as it leaves. No bang for his buck, just regret.
As amazing as this thing is, I'm sorry, I just can't do it. Thanks.
Thank you.
Then a retired animator strolls in with a treasure trove of animation Cels. Scooby-Doo, the Flintstones, Fat Albert. Corey loses it like a Saturday morning cartoon fanatic. These aren't knockoffs. They've got original paint guides and untouched line art. Collector heaven.
I have some animation Cels. I was thinking you might be able to tell me what they'd be worth.
Animation Cels?
Yeah.
Like from the cartoon?
From cartoon.
The seller wants $5,000. Corey laughs, then counters with $2,500. The guy counters back, quoting blood, sweat, and tears. Corey doesn't blink. Still worth more than those, he says. Boom! Deal done at $1,500 for 50 Cels. That's $30 a piece. Somebody's gonna flip that stash.
What are you trying to get for all of them?
I was thinking with this, with all of the paper models, about $5,000.
Then enters a man holding a Beatles ticket from the 1966 Shea Stadium show. Rick lights up until he sees the plaque. Turns out, 2,400 of these were mass sold via shopping networks in the 80s. So, not exactly rare. The guy deflates faster than a popped Sgt. Pepper balloon.
Hey, how can I help you?
I have a unused Beatles ticket from Shea Stadium, 1966.
He's hoping for $700 to fund a Paris trip for his wife's birthday. Rick offers $175 as the guy pleads. Rick's stone cold. They settle at $180. Rick, 1, romance. 0.
People love the Beatles. You can sell this tomorrow.
Yeah, everyone loves the Beatles.
Finally, it's party time. Rick tricks the old man into visiting Danny's garage, where the surprise awaits. The 1957 Chevy is gleaming, immaculate, pure nostalgia on wheels. The old man nearly cries. It's the most beautiful thing I ever seen, he says.
I want this to be a big surprise, so I'm taking the old man out to lunch to throw him off track.
Turns out the car was a rusted disaster when Rick bought it. Danny and the crew completely rebuilt it. New paint, new engine, full restoration. The old man's reaction? Priceless. He even says, I don't like it. I love it. High praise from the king of grumps.
To make a car look like this,
Rick brought it over, and we worked together as two teams on this thing.
What shape was it in when you got it?
we ended up starting from total ground up.
Rick beams as his dad finally approves. The car roars to life, and Rick says what we're all thinking. I think I did it. I think he's happy. Honestly, this might be the most emotional episode ever.
I was here 3 days ago, and I can't believe that car is what it is right now. Danny and Rick Dale did a hell of a job. I won't question them next time I give them a project.
First up, a guy waltzes in with a 1951 Excelsior Symphony Grand Diamond Point accordion. Try saying that 5 times fast. Rick is intrigued but cautious, while the old man is already suspicious. The customer wants between $2,000 and $12,500, but the accordion hasn't been serviced in a decade. Yikes. Grandpa makes it crystal clear. I'm 70, and I ain't what I used to be either. Drama overload.
What I have here is a vintage 1951 Excelsior Symphony Grand Diamond Point accordion.
Don't try and say that 5 times fast.
So naturally, Rick tries to play the thing. He gives it a go, and let's just say he won't be joining a polka band anytime soon. But it does work, which is a miracle considering its age. After some back and forth and a wisecrack from the old man, the seller accepts $2,100. Don't quit your day job, Grandpa mutters, savage.
Monica, oboe. It's like a portable organ.
Next, we get a potential cinematic jackpot, a script from The Godfather, allegedly signed by Al Pacino. But the signature just says Al. That's it, just Al. Everyone's skeptical. Rick and Corey share that uh-oh look. The customer's confident, but Rick's already raising red flags. This isn't a studio-used script, he notes. The tension is thick.
I have a script of The Godfather.
Okay.
It came with a picture of The Godfather and an autograph inside signed by Al.
Time to call in the document expert. He inspects the signature like it's the Zapruder film. It's got good flow, he says. The loop matches Al Pacino's known autograph patterns. Surprise twist, the signature is authentic. The customer lights up like Times Square on New Year's Eve. It's really Al Pacino's signature, he beams. Talk about a plot twist.
Earlier, a woman brought in a Godfather script signed by someone named Al. I'm crossing my fingers, Al Pacino.
Rick goes into full Don Corleone mode. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. The offer? $500. The customer's face drops faster than a bad poker hand. He wants at least $1,000. Rick stands firm. It's hard to display, he says. After a few seconds of awkward silence, the customer declines. Oof, major disappointment.
$500 bucks.
100, not 1,000, huh?
No, I mean, the thing is, it's not an original script.
Back to that Godfather script. After all that drama, the customer walks. He's convinced he'll raise more at a charity auction. Rick shrugs it off, but you can tell he's low-key disappointed. That signature was real. The story, even more real. And just like that, the deal dies. Fade to black.
So $500 is best you can do? You can't shoot any higher than that?
Told you it's the best offer I can do. It really is.
Chumlee drops a bomb. He bought a 1950s Bally Western Kiddie Ride for $1,000. Rick and Corey are stunned. The old man thinks it sounds like a dying hog. Chum's hoping he made the deal of a lifetime. The ride does still work. Kinda. If you like squeaks and rattles, that is. Cue the judgmental stares.
Oh my God.
It's a Bailey's.
It's a what?
It's a Western Express.
Rick's buddy from Rick's Restorations rolls in and inspects the ride. He's impressed. It's vintage, rare, and totally charming. But here's the kicker. Restoring it would cost up to $7,000. Instead, he recommends selling it as is for around $3,500. Chumlee actually made a good deal? Everyone's stunned. Even Grandpa gives him a rare nod.
Earlier, Chum paid $1,000 for an old Western ride. On one hand, he might have actually made a good deal. On the other, we're talking about Chum.
Chum cleans up the Kiddie Ride and gets ready to flip it, but he's got a side hustle idea brewing. That sparkle in his eye says it all. Chum's scheming, and we're all here for it. What's he got planned? Stay tuned. You know it's gonna be ridiculous.
Now that I spent some time getting the ride I bought all cleaned up, now it's time to go make some serious money.
The ride expert's verdict? Chumlee nailed it. The ride might fetch $3,500 as is. No need to restore. Chum's grin is priceless, like a kid on Christmas morning. Even Rick's impressed, and that's saying something. Grandpa gives him cleanup duty, but hey, it's a win. Cue dramatic music.
Works pretty good. Here, let me show you. Sometimes you gotta
Oh, yeah.
A guy strolls in with Cartier bottle caps and a sterling silver opener. Cartier people, fancy schmancy. Rick's intrigued but cautious. It's luxury, yes, but niche AF. Seller wants $300. Rick laughs and offers $50. After a mild negotiation dance, they settle on $60. Not exactly champagne money, but not bad for forgotten junk.
So, where did you get these?
I got them from a storage room in the building I manage. Was fishing through it and found them.
In walks a guy holding what looks like a W2 celestial navigation trainer. But wait, are those pinup girls? Turns out, Ed Link designed this cheeky training tool to help bomber pilots navigate by starlight and stay motivated. Grandpa's take? If it works, do it. Classic. But Corey offers just $30. Seller walks out, dignity intact.
I've got a very unique World War II collectible. It's a celestial navigation trainer.
Right off the bat, a customer walks in with what looks like a cane. But surprise, it's also a gun. Rick's eyes light up instantly. It's been 20 years since he's seen one. The guy bought it from someone who needed money for teeth. Yeah, that's already a plot twist. Rick's geeking out over this James Bond meets Civil War piece.
Well, I've got an antique cane gun.
Wow, really? Where did you get it?
Well, my wife and I bought it from a friend who needed money for new teeth.
Rick breaks down how these 1800s cane guns worked. Percussion cap, single shot, sketchy as hell. It was designed to fool the cops, as he puts it, and it definitely would. No maker's mark means value is a toss-up. Rick calls in an expert, but even he admits this thing might be worth thousands, or not.
I would shoot a flame directly down the hole. But it's just incredibly impractical to use. For self-defense, you want a pistol.
Yeah, but this would fool the cops.
Back to the cane gun. Rick's expert shows up and confirms it's legit from the 1830s. No maker's mark hurts the value, but he estimates it's worth $800 to $1,200. Rick opens with a $600 offer, and the seller pushes hard. After a little haggling, they agree on $700. That's what I lost at the tables last night, the guy says.
These guns tend to be highly collectible, but I can't even figure out who made it. So I asked my buddy Sean to come down and enlighten me.
How's it going, guys? I own Tortuga Trading, and I specialize in antique arms and armor.
Rick and Chum head out to test the cane gun. Chumlee dresses up like a 19th century gentleman, attempts to save the posse from a stick-up, and totally misses his one shot. We're dead, Chum. Thanks a lot. The expert deadpans. This might be Chum's worst sharpshooter moment yet.
Chum, you're gonna do a reenactment. Using this cane gun, you're gonna pretend you're a country gentleman back in the early 19th century. You're gonna be going down the sidewalk. I'm gonna activate a target.
Next up, Rick and Chum roll out to see a 1940 Indian motorcycle, and not just any Indian. This one allegedly belonged to the king of cool himself, Steve McQueen. Rick is immediately giddy. I have a photo of Steve in my office, he blurts like a fanboy. The price tag? A chill $130,000.
Okay guys, the reason I called you is I got a 1940 four-cylinder Indian motorcycle.
Looks definitely cool.
It was owned by Steve McQueen.
Just when it sounds like a slam dunk, we learn McQueen's bike literally caught on fire. Yup, the seller's dad took it for a joyride and cooked it. Now it won't start and the wiring's toast. But Rick's still tempted, because it's freaking Steve McQueen. Who knew a crispy motorcycle could still look so cool?
I absolutely love Steve McQueen. In my office, there's two pictures of people. One of them's Jimi Hendrix, one of them's Steve McQueen.
Oh,
I'm sort of big on the guy.
The negotiation is brutal. The seller wants $130K. Rick starts at $70K. The guy won't budge from $120K. Rick throws out his final offer, $85K, calculating the cost of repairs and auction fees. But the seller walks. No deal. You can feel Rick's disappointment. I am so bummed, he mutters.
All right, it was shining when I bought it, correct?
it's real shiny now. It's just got a couple little chips in it.
I noticed on the gas tank there's a little bit more than a chip.
Back at the shop, a guy strolls in with a book allegedly printed by Benjamin Franklin in 1745. That's older than the Declaration of Independence. But there's a problem. It's held together with antique tape and missing pages. Rick jokes, so is he, but that doesn't make him worth a lot. Shots fired.
Hey, what can I help you with, man?
This is a book that was printed by Benjamin Franklin.
Okay. Printed and sold by B. Franklin, 1945.
Despite the damage, Rick thinks it could still hold value because Franklin printed it himself. The seller's hoping for $2,500 minimum. but Rick's hesitant and calls in his buddy Dana to inspect the piece. The tension builds. Can history beat condition?
I was hoping to sell it, did a little research on it, and it goes for auction like anywhere from $3,000 to $5,000.
Dana inspects the Franklin book and drops a reality check. It's missing key pages and has been tape murdered. In perfect condition, it's a $6,000 item, but in this state, try $2,500 to $2,000 max. Rick offers $500, they counter at $2,200 and settle at $650.
Oh boy, is this fragile. The Confession of Faith, printed and sold by B. Franklin, 1745.
Meanwhile, a customer rolls in with a bizarre 1800s medical device called Lemon's Vodka. No, it's not a cocktail. It's got spring-loaded needles used to intentionally infect people. Cures baldness? He jokes. Rick, nope, I've tried everything. Classic.
Hey, what can I help you with?
I have a late 1800 Lebenswecker. This is going to cure all your ailments. I've got a book here that will tell you exactly what's wrong with you and how to take care of it.
Rick is fascinated. It's weird, borderline torturous, and collectible in the world of 19th century medical quackery. They settle on $250. Not bad for something that looks like it escaped from a Victorian horror movie.
It's spring-loaded, put it on your body, snap it down, you get a nice wound there.
The thinking was that it would draw the poisons from any other infection or illness out of you.
A guy shows up with an old surveying instrument from 1900. He thinks it's worth $5,000. Corey, not buying it. He offers $200 and the guy storms off calling them curb trash. Savage.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Pretty good. How you doing?
I'm good.
What do you got there, a projector?
We got William Young & Sons survey instrument.
A guy brings in a John Wesley Hardin business card. Yeah, the guy who reportedly killed 40+ people and later became a lawyer. Talk about career changes. Rick and Corey are baffled by how clean the card is. I go to Kinko's and make this myself. Rick jokes. Suspicion is high. Rick decides to call in a history expert before even thinking price.
Hey, what's up, man?
How you guys doing? Here to sell my John Hardin business card. Killed over 40 people in the late 1800s.
Meanwhile, Rick gets his expert to assess the Outlaws card. But there's a problem. It's sealed in glass. To verify, they'll need to break it open. The tension is thick. Rick offers the seller $350 even if it gets damaged. High stakes for high history.
John Wesley Hardin's business card. Arguably the fastest Old West gunfighter. And he had his own draw. It was actually called the Hardin Draw.
Cut to Rick and the old man checking out a shopsmith from the 1950s. A combo saw, drill, lathe, and sander. Chumlee's hyped, Grandpa's nostalgic, and Rick thinks it's junk. Bearings are shot, it's massive, and looks like it's been dragged behind a tractor. Still, the seller wants it gone, and Grandpa offers $50 just to override Rick.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. So what we got is a Shopsmith, 5 machines in one.
Shopsmith came out in the late 40s. It's a saw, a drill, a lathe, and a sander.
Against Rick's judgment, the old man pulls the trigger on the $50 deal. Seller's thrilled to just get it out of his garage. Why'd you even bring me? Grandpa mocks. Rick's eye roll says it all. Classic father-son tension over glorified scrap metal.
This has seen its day.
It's old, Rick, but it's all cast metal. It's not the plastic they make them out of now.
A man walks in with a Gibson mandolin, hoping to flip it for a family trip to Ireland. Chumlee is mesmerized. The build, the sticker, the sound, it all seems perfect. And with Rick conveniently missing, Chumlee's ready to play buyer. The guy wants $3,000. Chum's sweating.
I have a Gibson mandolin.
Mind if I play a couple tones?
Sure, absolutely.
Chumlee flexes his negotiation skills hard. He talks the seller down from $3,000 to $1,500, well over his spending limit. But he's beaming, thinking he scored big. Rick's gonna give me a raise, he gloats. Oh, buddy, just you wait.
You can see the craftsmanship on it is phenomenal.
Yeah, that's the one thing about these Gibsons, you know? They only use the best parts.
Right.
I see the sticker in there. Tells me that this is authentic.
Great.
Chumlee's nightmare comes true. The expert peels through the mandolin's details and just decimates it. Fake decal, wrong materials, plastic finish, worthless pickguard, final verdict, fake as hell. Value? About $100. Chum looks like he just watched his dreams burn in a dumpster.
And it's not even a G that Gibson ever used. You got your decal in there like a Gibson, but it's not the right decal. This is fake as hell, man.
I just paid $1,500 for that. Is it worth anything?
Yeah, maybe about $100.
Rick finally learns about Chumlee's Mandolin mistake. "You paid $1,500 for this?" he says in disbelief. The room goes silent. Rick doesn't scream, but his calm disappointment is way worse. "You're gonna pay me back, one way or another." Chum's face, pure defeat.
Oh, not so good.
What's not so good?
I bought a Gibson mandolin, but it turned out not to be real.
How much did you pay for it?
$1,500.
You paid $1,500 for this?
What does Chumlee do after losing $1,400 on a fake mandolin? He grabs a mic and sings the blues outside the pawn shop. "Please give me some money," he wails to random passersby. Honestly, it's tragic, hilarious, and weirdly catchy. Rick peeks out and deadpans. "Keep playing the blues, Chumlee. You're not going anywhere until I get that $1,500.
Oh, I need some money. No money for me. Give me some money. Oh, I need some money. Thank you for them. Oh, I need some money.
Keep playing the blues, Chumlee.
Thanks, boss.
Back in the shop, Corey carefully cracks open the frame holding the Hardin Card. Miraculously, no damage. The expert gives it an 80% chance of authenticity. That's enough for Rick, who seals the deal for $350. The customer's thrilled, and Rick's gambling instincts pay off this time.
If the card is real, he'll give him $350 for it, even if we destroy it. It's basically, if we break it, we own it.
Up next, a customer brings in Clint Walker's jacket from Send Me No Flowers, complete with signed photos and a letter of authenticity. Rick's impressed but not blown away. The guy wants $1,800. Rick counters with a solid nope.
What do you got here?
Clint Walker's jacket that he wore in a movie, Send Me No Flowers, with Doris Day and Rock Hudson.
After some smooth negotiating, Rick bumps up to $750. The seller grumbles. "It's ridiculous," he says, but takes the cash anyway. Memorabilia can be a tough sell, even when it's cowboy-sized.
It's in relatively good shape.
And also, here's a letter from him stating where he wore it.
It was worn in Send Me No Flowers with Doris Day and Rock Hudson.
We kick things off with Dean Martin's actual golf putter. The seller claims she was married to Dean's son and has proof, including a photo of her on his show. Rick's impressed, but it's not signed, so value takes a hit. They haggle like it's a Rat Pack reunion and land at $550.
Dean Martin's putter.
Dean Martin's putter.
Uh-huh.
The Dean Martin.
The Dean Martin, the singer.
Dean Martin, Dean Martin?
Yeah.
Next up, the boys take a field trip to check out a 1941 Indian 741 military motorcycle, throttle on the left side. You know, so soldiers could ride and shoot at the same time. It's missing some parts, but still a beauty. Seller wants $12K, but Rick brings in Danny the Bike Whisperer.
Okay guys, this is why I called you out here today. Look, my 741 Indian. It's a 1941 model.
These are really cool bikes.
They had the throttle on the left-hand side.
Danny confirms it's a military model, and despite missing gauges and chain guard, he falls in love. After a roaring startup and some quick calculations, he estimates $4 to $5K in restoration, but a resale of $18K. Rick strikes a deal for $9,500 after some back and forth.
It's a left-hand throttle, that's cool. This is definitely a military version. This is a really cool piece of American history, I think.
Cool.
Well, let me check this thing out, and let's give it a good once-over.
Then, in stomps a guy wearing a suit of armor. No, seriously, it's handmade from recycled car hoods. The dude used to joust and sword fight in it. Rick checks it out, dodges a test swing, and politely declines. Not historically accurate, too beat up, and way too niche.
Awesome.
So what do we have here?
My handmade suit armor.
Back at the shop, a woman brings in a tin mechanical Louis Armstrong toy from the 50s. It cranks up and plays trumpet adorably. She wants $200, they settle at $125 after some charming banter. Even the old man softens up for this one.
I have a Louis Armstrong mechanical trumpet player from the 1950s.
First man on the moon.
You got to be kidding me.
Next, a customer walks in with a Bugs Bunny birthday poster signed by both Friz Freleng and Mel Blanc. Chum is confused about rabbit history, but Rick spots potential. The seller paid $250 and wants more, but authentication is needed before the big bucks come out.
I was thinking about $150.
Well, I was thinking more about a $100 bill.
I think $150 is a fair price.
I'll split it with you. I'll go to the 125.
Okay, got a deal.
Drew, the signature expert, arrives, and after dissecting the loops and bass lines, he declares the signature's legit. Estimated retail, $500. Rick offers $250. The seller pushes for $300. They shake hands at $275. Bugs wins again.
Bugs Bunny came out in 1940, officially. Now, Mel Blanc, he's known as the man of 1,000 voices because he did almost all the voices for animation. Friz Freleng, he was one of the top animators for Warner Brothers and producer also.
Time for the big motorcycle reveal. Rick and crew head to Danny's shop, where the Indian bike now looks like it rolled straight out of World War II. Thompson holster, grenade holder, restored gauges, the works. Everyone's jaws drop.
My buddy Danny just called to let us know that he's done with the restoration, so we're on our way to go check it out.
Shannon, come on, brother, bring it in. Yeah. Come on.
Rick braces for the cost. Restoration ran $14,000, bringing their total spend to $23,500. But Danny estimates it can now sell for $30K to $35K. Rick pretends he's mad, but deep down, he's grinning ear to ear.
Full-on museum quality restoration. So I'm a little nervous as to how they're gonna react to it.
All right, that's all cool. Now, how much does this thing cost me to fix?
We've got about $14,000 in it right now.
And just when you think Rick might hop on and ride it home, nope, he brought a trailer. No way is he messing up that museum quality masterpiece. Can't say we blame him.
Sweet. I guess that's not bad.
I firmly believe you can get 30 out of this bike, absolutely. You know, a bike like this would really appeal to a military collector, or a guy who really likes Indian motorcycles would really fall in love with this bike.